Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. Update comes out today, adding the new ego, but I figured I'm going to do Mirror 3 hard beforehand. Don't really feel like using the new ego as the focus for the Mirror 3 hard run, you know how it is. So, instead, it's Rupture time. Have not done a proper Rupture team in Mirror 3 hard at all yet. I did like a Rupture Charge hybrid run once, didn't go too well, but this time I'm actually going to do it properly. I've got Wish of Stars, so I'm starting out with all 3 ego gifts. I have more starting cost, and I start with Thrill. So we've got Thrill, we've got Standard Battery, Talisman Bundle. We gotta fuse those together to get Enrapturing Trance, and Fluorescent Lamp too, for a little extra bonus thing. Damage up haste. It's quite nice stuff. Also, quick reminder for those of you who may forget, but if you live in a place where that celebrates daylight savings time happened this weekend, so the update's coming out an hour later. For me, it's 10 p.m. instead of 9 p.m., but whatever it normally is for you an hour later. Most countries have daylight saving time. Most, like, English-speaking I don't know, actually, for sure, but chances are whatever country you're in has it. But enough of that. Team. I don't know. Something like this works well enough. So, something to note. We have you for the support passive, because your support passive gives some talisman to get the Gluttony Resonance. Could be funny for more Rupture. You also do have a Rupture support passive, just lowest max HP, it's more Rupture. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. 165. Yeah, you've got a lot. It looks like it's probably going to be Gregor, so Gregor inflicts more Rupture. It's not a great passive, but it's something we have, you know? We'll roll with this. See how it goes. Rupture's fun. It's one of my favorites. Once again, the fact I'm not using Talisman Sinclair is he's not really that useful a lot of the times in Mirror Dungeons. He's insanely useful if you're going for Rupture outside of Mirror Dungeons, but in Mirror Dungeons, there's just kind of better options, right? You gotta focus on count a lot more, right? Especially if we're not starting out with, because we're not starting out with, Thunder Branch. Because Thunder Branch just kind of invalidates a lot of the issues there. Also, unfortunately for, Sinclair, I guess, is the fact that he's, he does have Rupture count, but only if he gets the Talisman to the target. You can only get the Talisman consistently if you reset a bunch of times, right? Don't really feel like doing that unless it's, you know, in Railway. So he just gets benched instead. We can go for the Gluttony Resonance, which is easy enough to do in a team like this, whenever we so desire. I do have an idea, though, because partially why I'm doing this early is because I want to start doing something I've done a couple of times in the past this week. That being the Sin Week joke. I think I've done it like twice before, once per season, effectively, where I spend an entire week where each day I just focus on one of the Sin affinities. Although this time around, I want to focus on Resonance specifically. We're going to try seeing 7 days in a row, focusing on the new Gregor Eagle, but with each Sin affinity. I think that might be a fun idea. Tomorrow will be Lust, but then we'll do like Wrath, Sloth, and go like normally from there. Sounds good. Okay. Well, no luck there, but we get HP and SP on everyone. It's actually really nice to get SP on everyone, so that even the people who aren't participating have a chance to pass checks. But yep, first rest stop, we fuse Standard Battery, Talisman Bundle. We get Enrapturing Trance, 5 more identities like Rupture Potency or Count, which we have. 5 additional Rupture Potency every attack, and if Count drops below 1, consumes on the Potency instead of Rupture Count. Nice little effect. And for enhancing gifts, we're definitely getting Thrill to ++ for even more Rupture. It's just stupid. Turn end 6 Rupture Potency and 3 Rupture Count on all enemies. This one, upgrading it isn't as insane as a lot of the other tier 4s, but it's something at right. And, you know, Rupture Potency 10 Rupture Count damage to all enemies with 3 plus Rupture Count. So it's a Rupture Deluge that doesn't actually reduce the Rupture Count, which is probably the stupidest part of all. Also, Fluorescent Lamp ++, damage up and haste to a bunch of allies a bunch of times. Almost everyone's going to have Rupture on the enemy. Everyone is going to have Rupture on the enemy team, unless we hit them enough times with non-Rupture stuff. Suffice to say, everyone's going to have Rupture on the enemy team. So that'll be funny. Okay, Ting Tang Gang. Nothing too bad. We could get that Gloom Resonance, or the Gluttony Resonance this turn. Talisman goes to the highest HP person, so it's always going to be Hong Lu. He's going to take some damage, but it's not going to be that notable of an effect. I'm really not going for it because we've got, like, stronger attacks to go for a lot of our people, right? And I'd rather go for the stronger attacks than get, you know, like, the little bit additional Rupture with Hong Lu. It's nice. And also, in case you don't know why I used K-Corp Honglu when he's not insane for Rupture, it's because of Dimension Shredder. I just like spamming Dimension Shredder with him because it's like a good way to get a bunch of Rupture count going, especially on bosses and stuff. Because, like, I mean, look at this. It's when it scrolls down. It's like 4-dimensional rift, so they just get 4 Rupture count next turn. It's a nice effect to have, and the revive thing, in case we fail horribly, we could turn this into a Honglu solo, right? I mean, it's fairly easy to solo with K-Corp Honglu when you have Thrill, just because it takes away the whole issue of not doing too much damage too quickly. And makes so enemies just kind of blow up within a couple turns' time. Speaking of enemies blowing up in a couple turns' time, there's some enemies blowing up. Wasn't exactly a couple turns' time there, they just kind of blew up then and there, turn 2 or whatever that was, but you get what I mean. Other good Rupture gifts. We need the branch, that's obvious. Some other stuff is decent, but not, like, necessary. These are some rough gains for them. Enemies take less... I mean, take less damage doesn't apply to statistics, so it's straight up damage. And Sun Shower, more skill power, could be nice. I'm probably going to be using Dimension Shredder a lot because I have it at Thread Spin 4. It is a mass attack. Might go for this then. Yeah, why not? Less damage does not apply, effectively. And we'll take the Sticky Muck too because we get an additional. We've got plenty of Gluttony, some Pierce. Stacking defense level down is a nice effect. And we do have 1,000 cost for this shop, so we can reroll till we get the stuff we need. Gregor skill change is nice to, but like it's nothing insane. I probably want more like skill 3s for like someone else. You're just kind of along for the ride, honestly. You're not going to do a lot no matter what. I don't think a skill change will fix that. Faust skill, on the other hand, this is the same one, right? Yeah, just make sure. More skill 3s is good for you. Yeah, we'll do that. Grand welcome, Temple Rusted Muzzle. Nothing that's Rupture. I'm kind of trying to super focus the Rupture stuff. Crown of Thorns, it's not insane, but it is more Rupture. Gluttony Absolute Resonance happens from time to time. Actually, we're gonna... This thing I really do... I'm just gonna save cost. Next floor shop, or next shop we get, we'll have a higher chance of getting Thunder Branch because it's a later floor shop, so you get better stuff, right? I think it's worth saving some cost then, instead of spending it all in a shop where we're not really too likely to get Thunder Branch. Because Thunder Branch is the kind of thing that's kind of defining for Rupture runs occasionally. Because it's just super good. Stupid good, that's for sure. His chains, it's a lot of damage. Profiling, a lot of damage. Nice. Nice. And nice, that'll work. Also, on bosses, I will probably bench Gregor and just run with 5 people. Because Yisong with 2 slots is probably a better idea than having Gregor. He's just here to, you know, add another body to the pile, I guess. Nice. Because you're hitting the weakness with the Gluttony, you got that poise. Which is always a funny effect. Some explosions, nothing too insane on these enemies. But they're close to dying. Can we hit you with something strong? Actually, Dimensional Rift probably just staggers you because you're weak to Gloom. Yeah, nice. And we'll just carry on with a bunch of like weak attacks scattered throughout. It's not going to do too much no matter what, that's fine. No. Flashing Lure that, Decay Blade that. Okay, looks good. I don't think they all die. I mean... There will be, that's before factoring in Thrill Explosions, though, right? That'll do a little bit more. Okay, that guy died anyways. I kind of forget about the fact that because of Thrill, the enemies all have like 30 Rupture and stuff on them, so even if we're doing like no damage to them, it just matters that we hit them a little bit. And we definitely are hitting them a little bit. Yep, down they go. So yeah, before factoring in Thrill, they did just all die. And because we went for the Pegatule, we get an EU gift, and we get 2 choices instead of just 1. Curriculum Vitae, sure. Good for Gregor, I guess. We'll take the slash normal counter over the risky so we get more choice. Nah. You know what, it's not Jun. I'll go for it. I'll risk it. I like more ego gifts, right? Want to maximize how much cost we can get, being focused solely into rerolling for Rupture stuff. When you do the bit, you gotta commit. And that's a quote to live by, I think. This guy resists the Dimensional Rift, so it's not a lot, but that's fine. I'm not that concerned. I'm not too worried about building up the charge and using his skill 3 at the proper time, right? Oh, you're charged too, so you do actually also ben. I always forget Warp Yisong exists. Like, I'm using him on my team and I completely forget he exists. I think I kind of, like, erased him from my memory of just, like, that feeling I got that one, like, Mirror Dungeon 2 hard run I was doing when I just, like, got a notification, saw that they just randomly announced, this guy, and I was like, oh, okay. Sure, let's do this for the bit. Because, you know, it was the final thing of the season. It could have been something cool. I think, you know, I wasn't really expecting it to actually be Songy or, I mean, Farmwatch, because, you know, it was far too late for it. But I was at least hoping for something cool, right? And it was another charge unit. Granted, it's not like a charge burst unit, it's a charge, like, rupture unit, you know? I'm not focused on damage as much as stacking rupture, and I like rupture a lot. Don't care for charge too much, though. Especially now. Oh, tomorrow's fortune. Cool. Yeah, that was worth it. And we get the event here anyways. We get the hilt for our... We do have a decent bit of slash stuff, so I'll take it. We could actually fuse the sword if we wanted to, because we do have the hilt and we've got the blade now. But it does nothing for us, so we're not going to. Okay, this is... I mean, this is the guy, right? The, I don't call him Centipede, no, Calendar. I don't know how the word calendar slipped my mind so hard, but it really did. Kinda strange of me, isn't it? It happens though, yeah. Can you do that? Actually, thinking about it now, I turned down Lightning Rod in the previous shop, didn't I? I guess I really did forget about Warp Yisong, because that would have been really nice. Because he kind of has a little bit of trouble building up charge, right? He doesn't do it the fastest. And I could have taken down Portu for the bit, but I'm hyper-focusing on the... Okay, good job, you. Well, we just gotta throw roller weak attacks at this guy this turn. Actually, no, Thrill does the job. That's right, I keep on forgetting. Thrill does the job. Kinda really should be like... I should have, like, put it on, like, the wall or something. Thrill does the job. Like... Kinda like the key to this entire run, you know? And because, yeah, Thrill does the job. It's a very accurate thing to say. It is actively doing the job. Okay. That's fine, I guess. We'll do that. Redirect with you. Sure thing. That one's attack can go through. I think we probably do just immediately take down the arms. Especially because we've got a fair bit of rupture count going for you. Yeah. Right arm gone immediately. Don't even need to skill 1 it. Not that I was expecting to need to skill 1 it in the first place. A little bit of rupture damage there. Yep, arms are definitely both broken, though. I guess not both broken, but I think that's enough damage either ways for him to go to next phase. Because either both arms or do enough damage. Either threshold works. So yeah, this turn we can just rupture you to death, I think, fairly easily without even having to worry about whatever these guys are doing. I guess no rupture count, though. Yeah, it's not kind of great if we can't clash with you. We'll do that then. We'll be low on rupture count, so this might work out, actually. Okay, we'll try that. I'm not actually counting out the rupture count because it doesn't matter how quickly we kill this guy. I think it might add up correctly. And I could have put more thought into checking for sure, but nah, it's fine. You spend, like, we go, like, what? Oh no, this actually doesn't inflict any tremor count. That's right, because it's only if the... You only have, like, rupture count if the enemy actually has tremor count. That's right. Or... Because you need a tremor burst for that you'd actually spend any charge. Well, that's fine. We got some decent stuff off anyways. Well, we can live with ourselves. It's really not that big of a deal that we're not getting, you know, maximum rupture on the second floor boss who's doing, like, no damage to us. You sense a dangerous glow. Yeah, we did enough anyways for you to be in death mode. Just send it all, yeah. We don't need to send it, but might as well, right? More rupture count with the flashing lure, thanks to being a low rupture. And you had enough charge that you did more rupture there. Not that it matters. I think I'm saying not that it matters a lot, but that is because rupture is super overkill, especially early game, but throughout the entire thing. Okay, deal more damage. This one's the most bearable, usually, but I probably want... Is allies gain 3 charge count or 2 random allies? Prejudice still any charge count. Oh, we take this, yeah. Offense level plus 3. It's fine. Even if we don't land hits, Thrill will slowly kill all the enemies, so I'm fine with giving them little buffs here and there. We can upgrade Crown of Roses to ++ for more rupture. Sure. Is this worth it? More charge? Yeah. Is this worth it again? No. More targets. And that's good if we want the Sloth Resonance or something. What about this? More haste for Yisong and stuff? I don't think we need the haste, right? It'll be like more attack power of target as Gloom Skills. I think this becomes a 2 if I get the ++. I can live without that, though. If we're really desperate for things to do with our money later on, then sure, but no. That is Jun. We will pass on that. Okay, this thing. Send you. These are running the bid is, it does not matter if you pass this first one, it just does HP damage. The second one's the one you need to pass if you actually want to get Black Ledger. So I gotta rely on this. 80% chances. And we get Black Ledger, more resources, it's sure. We can sell it. That's the good thing about Black Ledger, right? That you can just sell it for a little bit more. Same with most of the Blade Lineage rewards. They're just kind of cost fodder if you're not running up an actual Blade Lineage team. Oh, we can get the Gluttony Resonance. We could get full Gluttony Resonance here. Actually, no, you've got a Lust Defense. Don't know why you have a Lust Defense, but sure. There's some random IDs that have 4 Sin Affinities you wouldn't really expect to have 4 Sin Affinities, right? Like, another really notable one is, like, Roseband or Rodion, because she's got a Pride Defense out of nowhere when she doesn't have any other Pride skills, because she's, like... I forget her Sin Affinities, but I think that's the case. You know how it is. Some of them makes enough sense, like, yeah, sure, give, you know, Grip Sinclair 4 Sin Affinities, give, you know, Suncliff 4 Sin Affinities. It makes enough sense because it's for defensive stuff, right? I don't know, it just feels kind of... It's a minor thing to nitpick, but especially for someone who kind of wants to be on a Gluttony, like, focused team for, you know, some Rupture shenanigans and only having a Rupture skill 3, it would kind of be a little beneficial, right? I think Heathcliff's got it. His might be Wrath or something. No, actually, no, Heathcliff, it's probably Wrath, isn't it? Yeah. Fun fact, like, I think, like, almost every single Heathcliff ID has a Wrath defensive skill. It's, like, comical how many of them do. I was looking at it the other day when I was trying to, you know, do some prep work using the Excel document I store information in. I say that a lot fancier than it really is. Prep work, no. I was just curious, and I have every idea and thing, so I was just compiling some information. And I had defensive skills and stuff, and it was interesting to see how, like... So Heathcliff, every single idea of his has Envy, right? There's not a single one without Envy. There's no sinner that has a sin that's as close to them as Heathcliff is with Envy. However, almost every Wrath defensive skill of his... almost every defensive skill of his is Wrath, barring, like, 2, maybe. But still, that's 5 out of 7, right? Like, that is a lot of Wrath defensive skills. Which isn't a Sin Affinity that has, like, any synergy for getting resonances of. Is there anything that actually requires Wrath resonance? Maybe a random... I think, like, 4th Match Flame's, like, passive, right? Because it's healing based on Wrath resonance? Yeah. It's being able to burn. It's heal HP at Wrath, absolute resonance, percent of max HP. Nothing actually noteworthy at all. There's also some passives and stuff, like, oh, you really want that Rabbit Heathcliff passive, so he gets 1 more haste and 1 more strength if he has enough charge. Sure thing. Feel free to go ahead for that. But yeah, it's not a particularly useful Sin Affinity for that stuff, and it's not really a Sin Affinity that's super highly contested for a lot of egos, right? Because, like, you know, the main issues in this day and age are Gloom and Envy. Because, you know, Fluid Sac, mainly. Also some other stuff, though, like Rhyme Shank, or... You need both of those for, like, Blind Obsession. It's just super contested. Wrath, on the other hand, is one of the ones that you can be relatively lenient with. I feel like there's not too many IDs that have a lot of Wrath skills they spam, though, right? Like, you know, Grip Sinclair's skill 3, Rabbit Heathcliff skill 1. Wrath is one of those ones you don't pay as much attention to as the others. Because it's kind of like what you'd expect to be kind of like the standard sin, right? You know, it's anger, it's wrath, it's red. But no base egos are wrath. It's the only Sin Affinity that doesn't have any base egos, where some base egos have, like, less stuff than other. Like how there's only one envy being Heathcliff, but Wrath has literally nothing, while Pride has 4. Just, normal rant type stuff. This is the frog. The frog gets ruptured to death, like, without a doubt. It has such a low chance of surviving in this cruel world. We have that forensics off on the body. Let's grind him. You won't have Tremor. We need to get something for Tremor, I think. Because you're just really doing nothing. Clash win? Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we don't want you hitting that, even though you probably do lose. Yeah, that's the right eye. Sure. Sure. We're just seeing how much we can do to the body this turn. I'm not really clashing the smartest, but that's because I don't think I really need to, right? Yeah, you lose these, that's fine. I was kind of expecting that. If he dies, so be it. I should have just given Yisong second skill. I probably shouldn't immediately Dimensional Rift with Yisong, but that's fine. You got more Rupture going. Unfortunately, he does run out of Rupture here. Yeah, we went a little too overboard with that. That's fine. It happens. We really need that Thunder Branch. And we have a decent chance of getting it here, right? We're going to have 4 options for Tier 3 EU gifts. The chance of getting Thunder Branch is decently high. Or if nothing else, we'll just do it at the next shop. Because there's also a decent chance we get it there, right? You got a lot of stuff to refresh with, too. Body's almost broken. Love to see it. Being Clash win. What's the body's Rupture count going? 5? God, yeah. A little bit good. A little bit good. Now, you know how it goes. When they pull out that it just goes so hard. Not very fitting music for the frog, of course, but it's really funny music for the frog. And that's the part that counts. We have, in fact, broken your body as well, so you're not doing the best health-wise, which is good for us. More Rupture count. Your skill 1. More Rupture count. And Gregor just finishes the job. Yeah. It's good stuff. It's not as brain dead as something like Burn, but it's still really funny for just... It's not that, intensive or anything. There's Thunder Branch. Enemy gets coin power up for it, though. Small price to pay. Anything else we want? Probably just healing. Yeah. Might need it. Because all enemies have +1 coin power, which is a really scary effect to give them. Small price to pay for Thunder Branch, though. What are we still looking for? I guess I'll grab charge stuff if I see it. It's something. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, meh. Don Quixote? More skill 3s for her, maybe? No. I'll wait on that. Malfoy's kind of too late for that. What are we even looking for? Heathcliff. We'll get you more skill 3s. Yeah, that works. I might just stop there. Yeah. So thinking it through, what Rupture gifts are we even missing in the first place? We're missing the Thorns. I forgot the name of the Thorns, but it's the one that's Thorns that's just like, oh yeah, just give all the enemies a little bit of Rupture every turn. It does like nothing. The Bramble Snare, whatever. I don't remember its name at all. It's not very memorable. We are missing that, though. Definitely missing some other stuff that I just cannot think about. Definitely some tier 2s. We only have 1 Rupture tier 2 right now, and there's definitely more. I don't know. Oh, this is where the consequences of our actions are showing up here. These guys don't even have a lot of coins, and we are still suffering a little bit with some of these chances. Yeah, you can't do anything this turn. Nice. Yeah, This is how everyone explodes, I think. Our Sin Affinities are not great, too. We don't really have a lot of resources of a lot of things, I feel. Wishing Talisman, sure. We'll do that. We'll throw in that Legger Domain, too. Good. Every clash we win is a clash that we didn't lose, so that's like a big plus. Words to live by. Legger Domain, good stuff. It's a bunch of people, triggers a bunch of Rupture for people. It's only 10 on each of them, but it's something. Inflict some rupture in the process too, just thanks to having enrapturing trance. So that's nice. 4 HP on that guy. That guy got a bunch of it from the skill 2 from Dawn. Maybe we should give Dawn more skill 2s, honestly. Probably not. If we're thinking about boss killing, we probably do just want more skill 3s, because her skill 3 and her skill 1 are rupture count neutral normally. The thing is, we do have Thunder Branch now, so like rupture is significantly less of an issue to maintain. Okay, and there's these enemies left. Not that they're going to live very long. We just do this and they should all explode. Yeah. Nice. Love to see it. God. Really should have taken something to give enemies tremor, though. What's something that just guarantees they have a little bit of tremor? Nixie Divergence or something? Guarantees they'll have tremor for like 4 turns as long as we don't reduce tremor count. Yeah, well, if we can get Nixie Divergence, we should take it. Just for Gregor's sake, even though he is getting benched, you know, as soon as I remember for a boss. Lust? Sure. Because you two have Lust, I know that much. Or your defense is Lust, actually. I might be getting that wrong because of that. I know Dawn has Lust, though. Double up our bleed infliction. Yeah, we have a lot of bleed, so this helps a lot. Sure. Double our 0 bleed. I don't even know if I have any bleed egos or anything equipped. I probably don't. Ooh, Cyclops. If I can get the NDA, which I should be able to get with someone. 50-50 there, or... How many do you need? You need all 3. So looking at through, that's like a little bit less than... That's like an 85-ish chance, right? That's okay, yeah, it's just a better chance. There we go, we got it. I was also considering not risking it, because if we go for the bottom... If we fail with Yisong, he just gets punched really hard and takes a bunch of HP and SP damage. And, like, although Otis has worse chances, she's more expendable. But, like, we're doing fine on Sanity and stuff right now. It's not that big of a deal. Even if we did take that, like, 45 damage or whatever it is, and, like, 25 SP damage. I know it's a decent chunk when you fail NDA, but you also get to choose who gets affected by it, unlike Broken Wings, which, you know, just hits everyone for a decent chunk of HP and SP. Which makes it kind of not worth taking a lot of the times when its effect really isn't that great. It's a good effect, don't get me wrong, but speed really is not that big of an issue. I mean, I guess speed is important for, like, Kim, right? He gets good speed numbers a lot. I'm also probably not going to go for Kim. I guess it depends on who we get, but, like... I don't know, not really feeling it. Like, we're going to rupture him to death. That's fairly obvious. But I'd like to rupture someone a little bit different. We fight Kim fairly frequently in, like, the daily, like, Mirror and 3 normals. It's not that different to Mirror and 3 hard. He just has 3,000 HP, which really isn't a lot against a rupture team. Okay, we get options after this. Sure thing. Alright, so not a normal counter. Okay. How are these guys looking? Scary? Maybe. We do not fear them. They're a little scary, though, yeah. Kind of fearing them a little bit. Thinking about it a little bit deeper. That's okay. Fear is natural. You know what they say? Do not be afraid. Be double afraid. Because then it cancels out your afraidness in the first place. Sun Tzu. I think he was spitting with that one. Okay, we lose these, that's fine. No, we win these, that's good. That's even better than fine, then. My apologies for doubting you guys. Killing enemies really easily, nice. Losing clashes really easily, nice. You still take 30 damage at the end of the turn because you've got enough rupture count, and Gregor didn't quite get staggered. If he dies, I don't miss him. If we need another temporary 6, we can just add Talisman Sinclair. Or we can just add 7 Ryosho if we want a competent person to add. It's really funny how I tend to, like, make fun of Talisman Sinclair a fair bit, when it is, like, one of my favorite IDs in the game, without a doubt. It's really fun to use, it just does not do much of anything in Mirror Dungeon, which is important since that's kind of the main thing I do. I don't know, I should make it at some point, but I do have, like, a tier list that I partially have made out of characters, of identities based on how much I like them. And, like, Talisman Sinclair is, like, an S tier identity as far as, like, mechanics go. So is, like, most Season 3 3-stars. They're just all super fun. I don't think Queeglyph is, like, that insane, or, like... I don't think Cinq Sinclair is that insane. I mean, I think they're good, don't get me wrong. I don't think they're insane from, like, oh, this is a really cool mechanic and fun to play. Cinq Sinclair is just kind of... It's a really good identity that I don't care for too much. I like it, don't get me wrong. I wish it wasn't poise. I think that's a fair complaint to make, because we had enough poise as is. I didn't really think they needed to throw poise onto Cinq. Some just more normal speed type stuff could have been fun. But I mean, he gets stupidly good skill 3s and stuff, so like, it's not all bad, right? I think he's fine. But like, DH Yonglu, no, that's a fun ID. I also just like Insight a lot. Insight's the GOAT. Definitely the best status effect in the game, just because it's super fun to manage. Only downside being that you really want more skill slots on it, but like, that happens, right? That's how a lot of things are. Discard in general is... I think discard in general is a little bit lacking, simply because looking at the Molar IDs, whatever they've got going on with the self-tremor and stuff, is a little bit lame when you compare it to the coolness of Insight. Like, they're cool, like, visually, right? Let's grind them. Don't grind them. Your skill 2 inflict rupture count or something? It does. Or temp tremor count? It does. Okay. That's the only way you can actually get a good skill 3 off, though. Do you have rupture on all of these, though? First 2 of them do. Okay. So it's mostly rupture neutral. Profiling, we're gonna want to clash with this because the wind makes a big difference. We're gonna clash with that too for the bit. We'll clash with this too. We'll hit multiple things in the process, which is cool. Going for a lot of neutrals and stuff, but that's because I'm fine risking these guys' lives. Was this not clashing? Oh, I think Yisung clashed with us trying to clash with this, wasn't he? My bad. Dimensional Rift is not unique rupture, unfortunately, because it would be too goated if it was, I suppose. Oh, we lose these? We do lose these, which is really unfortunate. Would have been nice hit to land. Maybe I should have one-sided more things. We didn't really need to win a lot of these clashes, right? This will be good for rupture. Yep, nice 50 rupture, 4 count. This will be more count. Yep, there we go. And then you're just kind of whacking him a little bit more, yeah. Yeah, you've taken a little bit of damage. Sure, it's a good thing we're going to be very kind to you, and we're going to give you a chance to attack before you unfortunately die. Just kidding. Blow up. Nice. It's just too funny. What were they thinking with Thunder Branch? That's also like a big thing. Like, it really does not make a lot of sense. Do we want to give the enemy 10 offensive level? I think we should. Starting more charge count is funny. Special contract, it's not that cool. Commemorative coin is cool too, but I don't think we can get away with giving them more coin power. Just being honest. Oh, we can get an Ancient Effigy without having to worry about the annoying event. Which is super good, because if we don't need to worry about the annoying event, that means events are going to be a lot safer for us in general, right? Do we want to give you more skills? Maybe. Want to give you more skill 3s? Yeah, let's do you. We haven't given you any skill changes yet. What else do we want? Not a lot. Really not a lot. Barb Snare, there we go. That's the last Rupture gift, maybe? Oh, is there something else I'm forgetting about? Which there very well might be. We can get Commemorative Coin, too, for the bet. Oh, right, we're looking for Tremor stuff, too, aren't we? Oh, Charge Type Gloves, absolutely. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. We'll sell Smoke and Wires. We don't need to sell more stuff here, but I might just for the bit. Yeah, we're gonna sell the entire sword. Who needs the sword? Charge Type Gloves, so now all our allies start every fight with 10 charge, which means Yisung's almost immediately gonna be able to use his skill 3 to maximum efficiency. Have we given him more skill 3s yet? I don't think so, right? Oh yeah, check here. Yeah, no, only one still. Okay, that's gonna be our goal in the final shop then. Change Yisong's skills. Give him more skill 3s because he can immediately get the funny 15 charge skill 3 off, basically. Yeah, starting with 13. So I guess you can do it turn 2? We don't have anything that gives you when the turn starts, right? Because, like, this is next turn, yeah. If we get Sloth Resonose, that's one random ally. So it doesn't even prioritize people with charge. It's not great. Funny bit. We don't need it, though. If we do this, does it fail? Yeah, okay. We'll do that, then. Why not? Looks good enough. Going for some risky clashes, but, you know, that's a bad idea, wasn't it? I never learn, do I? Every time I do Mirror Dungeon 3 hard with a team that isn't like Poison or something, I lose someone on this floor. Because I'm like, it's fine to go for some bad clashes here and there, and then they like die. Oh, commemorative coin, nice. Triggering on the skill 1. Not actually a bad place for a trigger. More charge, even if it's not a lot. It's something. Because you get like, what, 4 charge from his skill 1, I think? Because he gets 2 on use, 2 on hit. So yeah, more Yisung skill 1s from the coin. Always nice. Is he already like probably close to maxing on charge? Yeah. Is that a little funny? Yeah. Do we roll with it? Absolutely. Yeah, 26 charge already. How it goes. I might block with you, honestly. Yeah, we'll block with you because you'll probably get hit by a random one-sided, yeah. And that'll do the job. That is the fun thing with guards being all wonky with speed. It means you can just guard if you don't feel like doing a clash, and if you have enough firepower, the enemy will just blow up regardless. You live, and then you explode. Oh no, never mind, coin kills you. I was expecting them to die to thrill, but the coin does wonders. Okay, wave 2. Don't have any skill 3s here, yeah, a little unfortunate. Would have been fun to see. Speaking of things, a little bit rough of a turn, isn't it? Just a little bit. We do trigger Sun Shower though, so +2 all of our coins. We would have actually lost that if not for Sun Shower, so you know, my goat. Not for Sun Shower triggering Sun Shower. Sun Shower is also going to go twice, which is... Oh no, there's no way these guys live this, right? Sun Shower might kill... No, they actually do resist Pierce, and no one's, you know, staggered and still survived, so... Should work. Yeah, that doesn't kill anything, which means it goes again, and you did roll heads on that, right? Yeah, he did. So he's fine on Sandy still. And he rolled heads again, so he gets fine on Sandy still again. I don't think he staggered anyone in the first one, so it's just more Sloth power-up and protection for us. All of our allies have 6 protection this turn now, so they take 60% less damage. So even if we do lose clashes, and this because it also applies next turn, we're gonna be fine. So we really don't have much to worry. Because they're going to do, like, no damage to us. Although they are just all staggered now, so the stew finishes the job, yeah. Cool. Yippee! As they say in the biz. In the yippee biz. Hopefully we don't encounter too many more rough fights on this floor, but this is only the first. We'll have to spam EUs if need be. We're low on pride. We do, I think the ledger is the only thing we have for gaining resources. Because I was like, nah, we don't need them. And didn't buy, you know, stuff like Grand Welcome, which did show up multiple times. But I think I stand by that logic. If we were just spamming egos, it wouldn't really be a rupture run, would it? Spam defensive skills, however. That's pretty peak rupture. No. I'm not going for a Pierce risky encounter. I know better. I considered it for a second, because I didn't feel like doing another Blade Lineage one, and it gave more options to go for the... what's probably Pequod Town. But, you know, it's a good thing I took a moment to, you know, reconsider my thoughts. Because I'm thinking about it, no. Simple as that. We're also defending for the bed here. We don't need egos. We get the Gluttony Resonance from this, and we also... doing less damage means more damage anyways, because you're going to still explode from Thrill at the end of the turn. Kind of just guarantees it, right? Although we've got enough rupture attacks that we would have managed either way, but... yeah. Got that dimensional rift. Listen. Blocking attacks. Yeah, and we're resisting them, so yeah, we're doing fine. It's one of these type of turns, right? Some energy cycles too. Might as well. But we're just defending because we'll kill the guy before he gets a chance to attack once again. Because defensive skills do not care about the defender's speed. Pretty good effect a lot of the times, yeah.
생체 반응이 끊어진 개체의 기록이 감지됩니다. 만약 제가 인간이었고 조금 더 쾌활한 성격이었다면 당신과 하이파이브 같은 걸
Lightning resonance make the difference? Not quite. That's about my count, so that right. Okay. We try this. Let the enemies explode. If only there was something like the char disc for rupture. Like if an enemy with rupture dies, give the rupture to other allies or other enemies. I understand why there's not something like that, and I don't think it's that big of a deal, but like it would be funny, right? I think we can all agree it would be pretty funny. Block, nice. You're bleeding a little bit. Probably want to have Heathcliff just on block duty so he doesn't take too much damage. And we do this, and that should work. We've got enough speed on everyone here. Some stupid speed values because we have the one thing. The broken effigy. Or something effigy? Is it broken? Ancient, that's the word. That's the word. Okay, railroaded into this fight and railroaded into another fight afterwards. Hopefully it's just crabs or something. Okay, Taikyu is also fairly easy. Get that gluttony resonance for the bit, sure. Could I have, you know, been smarter and done something else this turn? Yeah. Is it gonna be funny though? Absolutely. Because that means we get that 10 talismans onto Hong Lu. We love those talismans after all. You're taking a little bit of damage, you're taking a little bit of damage. It happens. Look at that though, you inflicted 10 additional rupture with that, and you're doing that attack again. Riveting stuff, am I right? Okay, we're defending, yeah. Going for our weak attacks this turn, because we can save our strong attacks for next wave. Energy cycle, we're at max charge. Oh, we throw, nice. You're probably weak to blunt, yeah. Don't remember resistances too well. A lot of the associations, it's a little harder to remember resistances of, because you don't fight them, ever. Like, it's obvious, like, oh yeah, N-Corp IDs are mostly weak to blunt, because, like, that's what they're weak to in the story. Stuff like that. Hong Lu's weak to slash, because that's what the empowered class 3 people are weak to in the story. It checks out a lot of the time. You were being a lot of the time. Make sure I defended with you, but that's fine. Dimensional Rift, the funny. There's still times where it doesn't make the most sense, like... I mean, some enemies are very clearly weak to a status effect for convenience's sake. Like, the only reason why Ricardo and the rest of the middle are weak to blunt in the story is so that our middle IDs can do decently, and our middle IDs are not weak to blunt. Similar thing with, like, the Kurokumo IDs and, like, stuff like Blade Lineage or Merceau, right? Like, they're all weak to slash, but they all focus and slash a lot. It's only like that so that the actual Blade Lineage IDs can do well against Kurokumo and Kim. It's interesting stuff. I like how, like, every single enemy in Kanto 5 is weak to Pierce because they were focusing Pierce a little too hard this season. Oh, we finally get you. Well, there's our reason for Gregor to become at least slightly usable. Are we still dropping him for the final boss? Probably. Okay, we get some more Pekatule. Not bad. We can live with that, I think. Just normal Pekatule. It's not like the empowered ones or anything. Is there a two-way version of the empowered Pekatule? There probably is. I feel like I've probably seen it before. I'm just forgetting. knowing me. Nice. Neutral is something. Hopeless is not great. In case you can't tell by the name Hopeless. Might be a little hard to tell, I don't blame you. What if we just kill you, though? What if we just kill you? Yeah, it's that easy. Don't feel like clashing, just killed. Wonderful strike. Thank you. Thank you, Ishmael. Only a few weeks away from the Heathcliff announcement now. I mean, probably closer to like a month and a half or something, if you know, because like the season's probably like a couple weeks away, and then the Heathcliff announcer is going to be, you know, 3 weeks into the season, because that's when they'll unlock the ending of it. Although, you know, as long as they don't increase it anything beyond, like, if they keep it to 120, actually, no, we should probably think this through so we use it weak stuff. Assuming they don't change like the battle pass beyond 120, I'm probably just going to be able to max everything out as it comes out, because it's that easy. And I do enough Mirror Dungeons. And you better believe Mirror Dungeon 3 is even easier to grind than Mirror Dungeon 2, right? So it's going to be super easy to manage. Recycle, sure, Werewolf, nom nom. Sure. Grease chains, yeah. Oh, that's actually working. Cool. Sure, I guess. Probably not the best way to go about doing it. I think it's far from the best way to go about doing it, thinking about it a little bit more. But, like, what are the Pekatuli gonna do to us? Kill us? Psh, they can try. Nice. Love the commemorative coin. You lose this clash. That's to be expected, though. I'm not really that concerned. Should have blocked or something instead of attacked then, but, it doesn't do that much damage. Yeah, we're fine. We're chilling. The power up from Curriculum Vitae actually made the difference there a little bit. Always funny when you get some random power from some like source that you like to mock, and then it actually does something decent for you, and you're like, oh, my bad for mocking you. It does happen a lot, I feel. And I never learn. That's that fight done. If we're lucky, we have no more fights. There's a very decent chance we're just going to be forced to just fight June here. We'll take the line back. Cost doesn't matter at this point. Oh, no, we get an event. Okay, cool. I'll take it. Yeah, but we were fine. There's no reason. I was over-exaggerating our issues. We get the red tassel, which I'll probably get rid of because it doesn't help me. Okay, sell everything that doesn't have any relevance to the team, I think. Like, you know, it's too late for this to do anything. This doesn't do anything at this point. This doesn't do anything at this point. Oh, this doesn't do anything at this point. That does something, that does something. This doesn't do anything at this point. Haste is something, I guess. This doesn't do anything at this point. And the tassel doesn't do anything at this point. Save some stuff to upgrade things as we need. Refresh a little bit. We want Yisung. That's probably all we want. I guess we should sell stuff like as we need the cost, so that the stuff we sell doesn't just immediately show right back up here, thinking about it. That's fine. I'll just do Dawn, yeah, sure. I'd like to not spend everything, right? Doesn't make that big of a deal, but I just accepted my fate instead of blindly going to my death, which is usually what I do. Thunder Branch ++, you know, Gloom is more count and stuff, because why not? If you look Rupture, basically speed +2, sure thing. That's all the Rupture stuff, so now the non-Rupture stuff? More cost could be funny. Does this help? Nope. Starting with more charge is not bad. Starting more charge is not bad. I'm just making sure these are just like the exact same roughly. Oh, actually, this one's better. Sure. Upgrade that. We actually got lucky there, sure. More lust, and finally, first one start of a wave. That doesn't matter. I guess we'll upgrade Curriculum Vitae a little bit. And then end this off with Nixie Divergence. Okay, we upgraded a lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff that didn't matter, some stuff that did. And we'll fight you. You're probably more interesting than Kim. You'll have more parts or something, right? I mean, that's... Is this just Yasenyata or my form empties? I think so, yeah. Okay, that's fine. So here's the bit here. I think I'm going to ignore everything except just go fully into the stone seat. Is that a funny idea? I think so. Or maybe we should do the Buddha. Yeah, we probably should. So that we can actually clash with some of the stuff that we want to clash with. You know, profiling you want to clash with, we can't clash with it. Never mind. You don't do very much rupture without that. You're about the clash with your skill 3. So I guess we'll do this instead. Sure. It's gloom, so it works well. Yeah, I think we do this turn. Is this better or worse than... We'll Dimension Shredder's there. Sure, why not? It'll hit multiple people, that's nice. And if we want to, we could just mass attack with you or something to do some damage to these guys. And what are they what are they gonna do to us, am I right? We got that rupture. The rupture grind set. It's really great. We got the heads too, nice. A little bit extra damage. It doesn't matter. Because you've got temp protection, so you're supposed to take no damage. You'll still take some damage and stuff, right? But like, you take barely any damage. Yeah, only 1 damage there, because it's like a normal-ish attack. But the rupture still triggers. You're karming us a bunch and all that sort of lame stuff. We don't really care. Sure would be a shame if you gave us a bunch of rupture and stuff. There goes the stone seat. Forensics, more rupture. Excellent. Is it enough that my forensics just blows up? It might be. I didn't see the exact number. I wouldn't be surprised if it just blows up. There we go, yeah, 11,000 damage. Or 1,100 damage. Yeah, that's the power of just ignoring the boss. Well, it was nice to see my form empties again. It's been a little bit. I still have yet to actually see Silk Current and Mirrodin 3 hard, by the way, I think. Right? Unless I haven't, I've forgotten about it. I think I still haven't, yeah. Milk tea, please. No, thank you. I am good. I do not drink tea. And we go to window, because... That's right, doing this beforehand. Almost claimed click rewards, which would have made this entire run irrelevant. Would have made for good content, though. Because you go to the drive menu now. Okay. Oh, it took a second. See that symbol there? Once the week rolls over, I can just claim my rewards then. Get more boxes just to make sure I'm ready for the Garden of Thorns. The Garden of Banban. Faust? Sure thing. Give me some Gregor shards, please. This is the Ishmael target extraction. It would be funny if you gave me like a Pirate Gregor dupe or something, right? What if this gave me a Pirate Gregor dupe? That would be pretty funny, I think, right? Only 1 star, that's fine. In the past week alone, I've gotten 5 3 stars from daily polls. So, you know, I'm kind of set on my luck already. I don't really need anything more. I have been gaming hard. Yeah, Rupture's fun. I do love a good Rupture team from now and then. It's kind of brainless in a brainful way, right? With Ego Gifts, it really isn't that brainful. You get Thunderbrand plus spam Gloom skills and like you're set. Gregor ADD could have helped there. I didn't even bother changing your team up, right? Like, we one-turned that thing with the Rupture. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!